y'all see when you see me?
And what about me? Me too.
What do you see when you see me?
And what about me?
What do you see when you see me?
What do you see when you see me?
What do you see when you see me? Do you see a neighbor you want to get to know? Do you like making new friends? Do you see all families the same? Are you willing to help a stranger? Do you like creating beautiful memories with others and their families? Do you want to build a community that is based on love? Do you see the value in what our seniors offer to our children and the value of what people of all ages mean to our seniors? Welcome to your community at Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions. Together with secure 65 health plans where seniors thrive. Enter our contest. What do you see when you see me? For cash prizes and community involvement. Meet your senior advocates, Alicia Alcano and Monet Swan, committed to providing you with information, support, and love. You are what unites us and makes us strong, building bonds that can't be broken. Secure 65 health plans and Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions. Welcome.
Hey! Hello! Welcome! What did you see when you see me? Oh my gosh, look at that! We love it! Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Secure 65 Health Plans webinar on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Zoom, and Instagram. My name is Monet, and I'm one of your hosts, along with Alicia Alcano. Thank you for joining us today. Let me start by telling you a little bit about who we are and why we're so passionate about what we do and why we do it. So I'm a financial professional with more than 26 years of experience in management within the legal, finance, nonprofit, and insurance industries. I've also spent years as a life coach and an interpersonal relationship advisor. Throughout my career, I've had the pleasure of being a personal advisor, business consultant, and insurance trainer for, more than 3,000 agents nationwide. I collaborate with a diverse group of individuals from seniors to young adults to even children on a variety of topics. I partner with entrepreneurs, business owners, and CEOs and CFOs in corporations who focus on employment benefits. And as the CEO of Secure 65 Health Plans, I'm also a proud baby boomer with enough passion for seniors to light this world on fire. Why? Because I am one, and I see our struggles every day. So I decided to be all in and assist my fellow seniors. I train agents on Medicare, health insurance, long-term care, annuities, life insurance, and various Social Security issues and retirement strategies. Now, my goal is to get you involved in the decision-making process so that you can become your own decision maker for most of your most important life choices and align yourself with people who genuinely care. Right, Alicia?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Alicia Alcano. It's my pleasure to have you here today. We're here to talk about some important changes happening in Medicare for 2025 and what it means for you, our cherished senior community. Yes, I am the CEO of Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions. Just like Monet, I'm also a passionate senior advocate. I train agents on Medicare every day. Well, I may have started down this insurance path a little later than Monet. I'm licensed and fully certified to sell and assist with insurance sales in 45 states. As a national broker, we assist individuals and companies with all aspects of life and health insurance, as well as property and casualty, bonds, and workers' compensation. Now, we know life because we live it every day and have been doing it for so many years. We know what works, what doesn't work, what needs replacing, and what is just fine the way it is. We have heard your voice, and we're here not only to answer your call, but to provide solutions, support, and a community to back you every step of the way. So let's start with building a community of hope, love, and trust.
Thank you, Alicia. And today we embark on a journey to challenge our perceptions and elevate our collective mindset. The question we pose is simple yet profound. What do you see when you see me? Each of us harbors biases that influence our interactions and our decisions. It's time to uncover these biases and work towards a more inclusive and compassionate world. Together, we can see beyond the surface, fostering a community where everyone thrives. So, welcome to Secure 65 Health Plans community. Here at Secure 65 Health Plans, we're more than just a service, we're a family. Project Community is about breaking down barriers and building bridges between people of all ages, backgrounds, and beliefs. Our mission is to foster a community where acceptance, respect, and support are the norms and not the exceptions. When you see the Secure 65 Health Plans logo, you're seeing a symbol of trust and understanding. Our goal is for everyone to feel cared for and valued, knowing that someone who looks like you, speaks your language, and understands your needs is right here with us. So today, let's come together, let's break those stereotypes, and welcome each other into this supportive family. So, Alicia, take it away.
Thank you, Monet. It's my pleasure to initiate with Monet this great webinar. So I see tons of comments, and thank you everybody for those amazing, hi everyone from all over the world. Thank you on the East Coast. Thank you on the West Coast.
And everywhere else.
Yes. So let's meet Jasmine, a vibrant young woman whose laughter is contagious. Her enthusiasm lights up the room. But do we only see her as a bubbly personality, or do we also recognize her intelligence, her determination to make a difference in her community?
Something to think about. Now, this is Lily, an artist who sees the world in shades of textures. Her serious demeanor reflects her deep contemplation. So let me ask you, do you just dismiss her as just an artsy type? Or do you value her unique perspective and creative contributions?
Here's Marcus, a financial analyst, passionate about market trends. Do we see beyond his profession to understand the challenges he overcome and the expertise he brings to his field?
And let's meet Diego, a young scholar explaining complex scientific concepts. Do we focus on his age, or do we appreciate his intellect and potential to innovate and inspire generations?
This is James. Thin frame may throw unsolicited comments. Do we pause to consider his journey, his health, and his self-worth beyond his physical appearance?
And here's Maya, committed to her fitness journey. Instead of just seeing her weight, do we acknowledge her determination, her strength, and her resilience?
Meet Fatima, a dedicated teacher shaping young minds. Do we look beyond her hijab to see her passion for education and her impact on future generations?
And this is John. Well, what is he looking for? He's seeking assistance in a moment of desperate need. Do we only see his plight, or do we recognize his dignity and potential for recovery? Just a little help, you guys, just a little help could change his world.
Here's Jamal. In a moment of prayer and reflection, do we look past his braids and see his spirituality, his aspiration, and his quest for peace?
And I know we've passed a lot of families, most of us have, that are on the streets. And this family's story is one of struggle and yet one of hope. Do we see beyond their homelessness to their strengths, their love for each other, and their dreams of a better future together?
These three friends share a moment together. Do we see past their appearance to their friendship, their individual stories, and the joy they bring to each other?
Okay, now you guys, especially y'all in New York, I've seen guys, and in California looking a little, I don't know, suspicious maybe. So I have to ask you, do you hastily judge these men by their casual attire and caps? Or do you take the time to know their ambitions? Ask them about their challenges and try to seek their true character that might not be seen at the time.
Thank you. Before I go to the next one, I'd like to thank you all for your amazing comments they are putting from all different platforms. I love reading. I see hope. I like the braids. I see a dedicated man who's ready to work for his family. So thank you for recognizing that we are beyond just a face. We are humanity. So on that note, this is Sarah, whose tattoos tell story of her life. Do we dismiss her as rebellious, or do we appreciate the depth of her experiences and her artistic expression?
And meet Jake, whose tattoos are part of his identity. Do we see beyond his ink to understand his journey, his passion, and his contributions to his community?
Yes. This is Robert, who finds salutes in nature. Do we see him merely as an older man, or do we honor his wisdom, his experiences, and his connection to the environment?
And meet Betty, whose smile simply radiates warmth and love. Do we see only her age, or do we celebrate her lifetime of stories, her kindness, and the joy she brings to others? So today, we commence a transformative odyssey to scrutinize our perceptions and elevate our collective consciousness. The inquiry we present is both simple and yet profound. What do you see when you see me? Because within each of us resides biases that shape our interactions and our decisions. So it is incumbent upon us to unveil these biases and aspire towards a more inclusive and compassionate world. What if Project Community encapsulated the entirety of society, eschewing exclusion and envisioning the nation as a singular, harmonious entity? Let's designate our mission as Project Community. This transcends the mere focus for seniors. It's more of a societal infrastructure that has been constructed by preceding generations, and it is incumbent upon us to ameliorate it. We must adopt a collective modus of operandi, cognizant that this community's well-being is inextricably linked to our own. That's important. We are not just participants, we are the embodiment of the vision. We must inaugurate our efforts by fortifying the well-being of our seniors, endowing them to move forward with security and trust to engage with familiar, reliable individuals. This paradigm shift is essential to eradicate the scourge of scams and fraud. Personalized service, bespoke health plans, and lifetime security are not mere aspirations, but imperatives as far as we're concerned. So the goal is to mitigate fraud, loneliness, and assist with limited income concerns and health challenges. And this is what we do here at Secure 65 Health Plans.
So come on board.
I love our message. I love our attendance. I love you all. I'm reading and reading these messages live right now. I see potential. I see excited to learn about this community. I see wisdom in education. I see beautiful things. So thank you for sharing those great comments, which energizes us all. And that's the reason why we're all in this together. Our greatest resource is ourselves. By coming together, we can support and uplift one another. Life today, despite its challenges, is better than it has ever been before.
And that's so true, Alicia. We have to shift our perspective to elevate not just our mindset, but our humanity. In this rapidly changing world, Project Community bridges generations, fostering trust and understanding with our seniors. By enhancing our awareness and deepening our connections, we create a meaningful impact together.
Consider these statistics. Infant mortality rates overpass the past 200 years. Infant mortality rates have plummeted from 42%, listen carefully, from 42% to less than 5%. Literacy rates have soared from 15% in the 1800s to over 80% today.
Woo!
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Global economy, it has expanded from 5.7 trillion to 139.36 trillion in the last century. These are real statistics, guys. These figures illustrate that despite the fear mongering headlines, life on Earth is objectively better than ever before.
So listen, guys. Yes, I understand global conflicts persist. We're always going to have that because we're all different. Yet we are witnessing a unique period in history. Despite widespread coverage and near constant updates on wars across the globe, the frequency of armed conflicts is lower than in previous eras. So I want you to understand that by reflecting on the significant positive shift in economic well-being worldwide will give you the opportunity to be positive, to think positive, and to create more positivity. Over the past decade, significant advancements have occurred, many of which may not receive, let's say it that way, may not receive widespread media attention. But I hope that by reflecting on the progress we've made, it can be a source of inspiration and reassurance. By consciously focusing on positive developments and a nurturing outlook centered on hope and optimism, you can enhance your overall well-being. And I think that's important, and it's beneficial to prioritize information that uplifts and empowers you now more than ever, rather than dwelling on negative news that may be beyond your control and unlikely to impact your life specifically. These improvements in wealth, peace, and opportunity are evidence of a better world. Take it all in. Now let's talk about the importance of collaboration. So you might be asking yourself, how do we achieve more happiness, Monet, in our little piece of the world? Well, collaboration is the key. Collaboration is the heart of our mission. Picture a community where every person's unique strengths come together to form a supportive network for our seniors. Imagine a team united in purpose, dedicated to addressing not just the immediate needs, but also the deeper concerns of our elderly population. Together, we can address the needs of our seniors who face numerous challenges. Our mission is to provide support and advocacy, particularly in the realms of Medicare, long-term care, financial security, and community. But it's not just about medical and financial support, you guys. It's also about combating loneliness, a silent struggle for many seniors. We come together to create a sense of community, offering companionship
and emotional support. Our mission is to advocate for every aspect of senior life. That includes health, diet, and beyond. Through our united front that prioritizes what? Compassion and care, which is something we don't see that often anymore. But by standing together, we are far more than just a support system. We are a family dedicated to uplifting every senior and ensuring they never, 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 never face these challenges alone.
And you are so right, Monet. Our dear seniors face challenges every single day. So, by working together, we make a significant difference in their lives. So, here are some ongoing challenges and solutions for our seniors.
First and foremost, navigating Medicare and insurance, health insurance. So that's a challenge because Medicare and health insurance are complex, to say the least, with various plans, coverage options, and enrollment periods. The solution? Bivix. Why? Because we offer comprehensive educational seminars and one on one consultations to help seniors understand their Medicare options, ensuring they choose the best plan for their needs. We provide continuous support to navigate changes and updates in policies in person, on Zoom, and wherever they want us to meet with them.
Now, what is our next challenge? Long-term care planning. Many seniors are unprepared for the cost and logistics of long-term care. But what is the solution? Bibix educates seniors about the importance of long-term care planning and the available options, including insurance policies that cover long-term care expenses at affordable pricing. We assist them in selecting and enrolling in suitable plans.
And what's the next challenge? Well, seniors often worry about outliving their savings, and ensuring that they have a steady income stream during retirement is paramount. The solution? Well, it is to choose to live your best life. It's essential to choose the right Medicare plan and then supplement it with policies that cover the gaps. Our one on one consultations, again, ensure you receive personalized health plan advice and the best support assistance on getting the best deals on medications, groceries, transportation, and senior discounts. We also provide comprehensive financial planning to help you manage expenses, a holistic plan for longevity, and adapt to inflation with life insurance or final expense. Our team of financial professionals is always available via phone, Zoom, or wherever you might be to guide you through every step of your journey. You're never alone in navigating these changes with us. With our support, you can confidently plan for a secure future and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing, well, you're well prepared. Right, Alicia? So let's talk about the next challenge. Proper nutrition and maintaining health can be challenging, especially for those with limited mobility or access to healthy foods. Our solution? Well, we organize workshops, programs for focusing on food and healthy eating, physical activity, and managing chronic conditions. We collaborate with local organizations to provide meal delivery services or nutrition assistance for those in need. Then the next thing that breaks my heart is combating loneliness and social isolation. You guys, I just can't even imagine with over 8 billion people on the planet, loneliness and social isolation are still significant issues impacting seniors' mental health as well as physical health. What's our solution? Well, we create community building activities such as group exercise classes, gardening, social events, and volunteer opportunities, as well as becoming the financial professional in your community. Remember our motto: no senior should enroll in Medicare with a stranger. We leverage technology to connect seniors with family and friends through virtual platforms and promote participation in local senior centers and clubs.
The next challenge we have is fraud prevention and safety. So for those online right now, please share. We have over 1,800 people online right now. So share this information among your friends, family, and communities. So thank you for attending here today. So fraud prevention, okay, is the key, and you'll see why. Seniors are often target for frauds and scams, particularly related to healthcare and financial services. What is the solution? We are the solution. We provide educational seminars on recognizing and preventing fraud, offer resources for reporting suspicious activities, and advocate for stronger protections and regulations to safeguard seniors' interests. So yes, I can see your comments that some people are putting, yes, I've been a victim, and with more reasons than ever, guys. Let's listen to the next video. It's about a fraud. It happened, and it was so impactful, it made nationwide news. Play it for us, Net.
And an important question: could you fall victim to a sophisticated bank scam that begins with a simple text message? The government says scams of all kinds are soaring. Americans reported losing nearly $8.8 billion to fraud last year. That's up 30% from the year before. Our consumer investigative correspondent Anna Warner shows us how scammers stole a staggering sum from one woman's bank account. Anna, good morning. This was a lot of money.
Yeah, good morning. And you know, we've all gotten those texts from our bank saying, did you make a particular purchase? Well, next time you'll probably want to read it again and think before you respond. And the woman you're about to meet can tell you why.
It's got a lot of cheese on it.
Deborah Moss has spent more than a decade running her small catering business. In 2021, she says she'd finally saved enough money to slow down and move to rural Guerneville, California.
I'm not a young person anymore. I really was relying on just kind of a comfortable life at my age.
But a few weeks after moving in, she says she got a text saying her bank, Chase, wanted to know if she'd approved a $35 debit card charge from another state.
So basically, it's one of those fraud texts.
That's right.
Did you approve this transaction?
Yeah, that's all it was. Just a minor irritant in my day. And of course, I said, no, I don't approve of it.
Then the phone rang, showing Chase Bank as the caller, she says. And on the other end?
Hello, ma'am. This is Miss Barbara from Chase ATM. I'd like to know if it's okay if I give you a new card. And I said yes.
A new debit card. But she says the woman told her before she could issue it, she'd need to verify Moss's identity by sending her a text message and having her read the numbers in the message back to her over the phone.
And I would just repeat those numbers to her. And she'd say, that's great. Thank you so much, Miss Moss.
Her new card was supposed to arrive in 1 to 2 days, but Moss says the next day Ms. Barbara called, saying FedEx was having trouble locating her home, something Moss says wasn't surprising to her since she'd just moved. Over the next week, Ms. Barbara called several times, Moss says, each time saying there was a problem with delivery of the card, and each time asking Moss to verify her identity by reading back the numbers from those text messages. Moss finally decided to go to the nearest bank branch 30 minutes from her home. And it was here, she says, a supervisor told her.
He looks up at me and says, oh no, Deborah, this has been a very active card. As a matter of fact, all the money that you had in there is gone, and you actually owe Chase $895. That's how I was told that somebody had taken all my money.
Nearly $160,000 stolen.
It's a lot of money. It took me 12 years to get that money, and that was my life savings.
It turns out those text messages Moss received, they were real texts sent from Chase Bank, a security measure known as two-factor authentication, used to verify, among other things, wire transfers. But in this case, the scammers tricked Moss into giving them those numbers, allowing them to evade security and wire thousands of dollars from Moss's account to their own. 6 wire transfers in amounts as high as almost $48,000 in a single week.
I didn't even know what a wire transfer was. I've never done a wire transfer in my whole life.
Chase told Moss to file a police report, then a claim with the bank, which she did. But 5 weeks later, Chase denied her claim and blamed her, writing, "During our review, we found you did not take the appropriate steps to protect your account from theft or unauthorized use." Bank officials said they would not reimburse her account.
My world fell apart. My whole world fell apart.
In response to our questions, J.P. Morgan Chase told us in a statement, unfortunately, when scammers tricked Ms. Moss into sharing her personal confidential information, her account was compromised. But this former federal regulator says of the bank,
any way you look at it, they failed. They failed her.
David Weber teaches forensic accounting at Salisbury University in Maryland and is a certified fraud examiner.
Is that true? The bank could have required her to come in and sign the wire form in person. They left everything for her to be on risk. And now they're saying they bear no responsibility.
What's more, he says, those two-factor text message authentication systems aren't strong enough.
This is happening hundreds and thousands of times a day in the United States using the exact same methods here. The two-factor authentication is not strong enough to protect this customer.
J.P. Morgan Chase told us each year they invest hundreds of millions of dollars in authentication, risk models, technology, and associate client education to make it harder for scammers to trick customers. But Moss says,
You think of your bank as being someplace where you put your money so that it's safe, but it's not safe. It needs to change.
Now, Chase Bank told us they tried to contact Moss at the time with voicemails and emails. She said she never got any of those. But some tips from Chase Bank about protecting yourself here. Do not give out your ATM PIN, your passcodes to anybody. And please don't click on suspicious links in emails or texts. You want to avoid that, guys.
So, that's such a sad story. So many of us have been raised in an environment to think that your money is safe. And if somebody does take it, that the bank would reimburse you. So this is something I want you to understand. Now, this is only one part of fraud. So let's talk about that. What is bank fraud? Well, bank fraud refers to various illegal activities involving deceit or misrepresentation with the intent to gain financial benefit at the expense of a bank or financial institution or scammer. Common forms of bank fraud include account takeover, phishing attacks, credential stuffing, session hijacking, social engineering, and password sharing. So let's start with account takeover. Banks are at high risk for account takeover, also known as ATOs fraud. This is when an unauthorized user gains access to a customer's account when using their login credentials, like what you saw in the video. Then there's also phishing attacks. And this is when scammers get your login credentials, such as fake emails, text, and or phone calls. So be aware.
We also have what is called credential stuffing. And you say, what is that? It's just a strategy used by fraudsters who have purchased stolen credentials off the dark web. Usually the data is incomplete. So from there, they use computer programs to stuff usernames and passwords into different websites in large quantities, hoping for a match. Now, session hijacking occurs in the middle of the user's journey rather than at the login stage. The attacker uses stolen session cookies to take over customer existing session. The stolen data is usually obtained using third-party browser extension, malware-infected devices, or public Wi-Fi networks. So be careful when you travel, because we tend to, the airport has free Wi-Fi. Be careful. The hijackers can view information being sent and received, including financial details of an online bank account.
And we do it so many times, checking into hotels and everything, Alicia. Spot on. And then there's also social engineering. So these are attacks to exploit your human psychology in order to gain access to your user account credentials. And there are many possible tactics, including impersonating an executive and emailing employees for their information, baiting a customer, like we saw in the video, to prevent a fake emergency scenario, such as an account suspension or fraudulent transactions, or even bribing employees to bypass authentication practices. It's crazy. Social engineering overlaps with other bank fraud tactics and can impact customers as well as employees.
There's also what is called password spraying. So instead of trying to gain accurate login credentials, bad actors may attempt password spraying by pairing a large number of usernames with common passwords. By using BOTS, but to act at scale, attackers can eventually find accurate combinations and gain account access. In the next example, you're going to see examples of text messages and emails.
And this one is more specifically on a text message from supposedly B of A. Now, do you think you'll see them put it in there, BOA, Bank of America? They kind of tell you that they're a little shady, so pay attention because they always tell on themselves.
Now,
so how do you protect yourself? Your account password should be at least 10 characters long and include a combination of letters, both upper and lowercase, numbers and symbols. Enable the two-factor authentication, and you should be able to use it as codes for your bank to access your account. But make sure it's coming from the bank. Never click on links in text or emails. Suspicious links are everywhere, and you're not going to know the difference between what is accurate and what is not. So if a message requests you to sign into your financial institution, use the mobile app. Go directly to your financial institution, or do what I did. I got onto my banking online when it happened to me recently, and then I called the bank's fraud division. Don't call their customer service, call their fraud division. And then always check your account online. Always, because don't believe these texts that you see or calls or emails that are supposedly from your financial institution. Verify the information by checking your account. And if the alert is genuine, you'll see it reflected on your account homepage. If there's nothing there, guess what? The message was a scam, and your diligence just saved your account from thieves. Just know that scams and fraud occur in many different ways. There's bank fraud and even family elder fraud. And even when you think about this is crimes against seniors from their families. So just so that you know, last year's crime against people over 65 increased by 11%, totaling more than 3.4 billion. And you know what's even worse? What's even worse is if the average retirement income in the US is $50,290 and the average lost, hold on to your hats, is $83,600 per person, those seniors who were defrauded lost their income for the year with no way to recover it. So I want you to think about it, because what you're seeing is an indication of what's going on. Why do I say that? Well, because you are seeing more and more seniors working at fast food places, Walmart and Target, who are not able to retire and enjoy their golden years like they hoped. So how do we help people with all of these types of fraudulent circumstances? You've got to contact the fraud hotline. It's 833-FRAUD-11. And listen, guys, if these scammers get aggressive, and some do, thank God I haven't experienced it personally, block the calls and the text messages right away. Don't keep looking at them. Don't try to figure it out. Block them and destroy them. An FBI representative stated that when the scammers don't get what they want, some of the scammers, let's put it that way, they can become aggressive, sending, are you ready? Graphic photos of what would happen to you if you don't do what they say. Some may really try to intimidate you, so it's important that you're aware of their tactics. I can't imagine how my mother or my grandmother or any of my older friends would handle this, especially if they don't know that this is just a ploy and nothing is going to happen. They will want to do whatever the caller says out of fear. So we must tell them to hang up the phone, block all the calls and texts, and call the police right away. It's our duty to protect each other and care for one another. So let me also tell you about this. There is a nonprofit organization called National Adult Protective Services Association, who are there to assist you every step of the way. Write this number down, 202-370-6292. Again, 202-370-6292. This is a perfect segue into our next challenge that seniors face, which is accessing healthcare. Now, that might be difficult for many seniors to access healthcare services due to mobility issues, transportation limitations, or just lack of nearby facilities. And unfortunately, there may be less services being offered this year in rural areas than ever before due to changes in Medicare Advantage programs for 2025. And let's not forget about the fraud in the Medicare system as well. Don't give your Medicare number, your Social Security number, or your banking account number to anyone at any time. So what's our solution for that? Because we have one. Get to know us, call us, and we will come to your assisted care community, adult daycare living facility, your home, wherever you would like to meet with us. And you don't have to come alone, bring a friend. We'd love to help whoever is in your community. This is not a Medicare call. Let's make that really clear. This is a meet and greet. We want you to interview us and then let me know if you like the senior advocate who came out to your community. And let me emphasize this. We have never had a complaint. So let us help you locate transportation services for medical appointments, find telehealth providers to ensure that you can receive medical consultations and care from home. And then let us advocate for the expansion of senior-friendly healthcare facilities, because all of us are giving you these services free of charge. You pay nothing. You're part of the community. We love you. We want to be there for you in case something goes on. And by dealing with us, you can contact us face to face, on Zoom, or again, in whatever way you feel most comfortable. You will have the ability to have the peace of mind and enjoy a more happy and creative life with people that you trust. And isn't that what life is about? Enjoying it? We are not order takers or work from a call center. Our senior advocates give you their cell numbers and the office phones. Why? Because when you need to get a hold of us, our commitment to you as a part of our community is to be there for you, someone you can trust and depend on.
Now, our next challenge is what we call legal and end-of-life planning. Many seniors do not have the proper legal documents in place, such as wills, powers of attorney, and advance directives. What is the solution? BIBICs offer workshops and resources to help seniors understand and complete the necessary legal documents. We provide access to legal professionals for consultations and assistance. So just give us a call at 833-300-4968. We're here to help you.
Okay, so we're going to bring this to conclusion. So what is the takeaway from all of this about our community? Well, it's knowing we embrace the good and transform the bad, fostering a community where everyone thrives. It's as simple as dismantling stereotypes and cultivating excellence in our golden years. Our humane approach ensures that no senior will do business with someone they don't know. That's why the Love and Trust Tour has no sales and no teaching. Just meet and greet and get to know your senior advocates. They've chosen to come to be there with you for whatever's going on in your life. We're here for you.
Join Secure 65 Health Plans community for yourself, for your family, and for your community. This year, join us for the Love and Trust Tour and Reassurance Tour as we look at the changes we can help each senior with a straight-through enrollment to the end of the year.
And we are all the pieces of this life's puzzle. The puzzle before you symbolizes the intricate uniqueness of each individual. Each piece, with its distinct color and shape, contributes to the tapestry's vibrant style. Without these varied hues, the fabric of our community, well, it loses its richness. So we must embrace one another, recognizing the puzzle achieves its true brilliance only when we're all involved, engaged, and present, free from bias and negativity. Seniors need our collective participation. So come on, let's make a difference together. Join us as a senior advocate, a volunteer, financial professional, or friend. Let's celebrate our differences and create a better world by uniting all the pieces of the puzzle called life. Now, First They Came by Martin Niemöller. This is a powerful statement about the dangers of political apathy and the importance of speaking out against injustice. The poem, First They Came. First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialist, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. And then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. This poem highlights the importance of speaking up against oppression and defending the rights of all individuals, regardless of whether one is directly affected or not. All we need is love. Love, the most profound and transformative force, transcends all obstacles and unites us in our shared humanity. It is through love that we bridge divides, mend broken bonds, and weave a tapestry of connection and understanding. So let us come together with open hearts and minds. Join us again as a senior advocate, volunteer, financial professional, or just a friend. Together with love as our guiding principle, we can construct a brighter, more harmonious world where every piece of the puzzle finds its perfect place.
Join our Secure 65 Health Plans community. Your uniqueness is our uniqueness. Together, we make life more beautiful every day. So join Secure 65 Health Plans community for yourself, for your family, and for your community. And so again, join us for the Love and Trust. We can help each senior straight through enrollment to the end of the year.
You're 100% correct, Alicia. Let's create something transformative together. Let's build a future grounded in truth and love, creating solutions for every challenge and opening doors to new opportunities. No senior should ever face life-altering health insurance decisions with a stranger. Doesn't even make sense. But together we can create a community that is not only financially sustainable, but also emotionally resilient, and supportive for all. So now knowing that you have all that love and support at your fingertips, you might be asking yourself, well, how can I get into your fantastic community? Alicia?
Call us at 833-300-4968 or email us at info@Secure65 Health Plans. Thank you for your time and participation today. I love your comments. This presentation will be available to all of you so you can take advantage of the phones, numbers, the lines that you should be calling when it comes to fraud. So not to worry, if you didn't write the numbers, it will be a PDF file available right after the session. And hey, Monet, should we tell them about our contest?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so excited. I love the comments and the engagement and the hearts and the love. Let's hold off. Because it's only going to be for 2 weeks, you guys. But I want you to come back next week, next Thursday, same senior time, same senior channel. And let's break it to them then. It's going to be a lot of good stuff going on. Money. Good retail gifts, all kind of stuff. It'll be fabulous. So for now, thank you for joining us. We look forward to working with all of you guys and making a meaningful impact in your community. We love you. Stay safe, stay golden, and stay happy. I'm Monet Swan.
I'm Alicia Alcano. Bye for now.
I love it. Let's go.
Come join our community, a place where we support each other, get out in nature together, and enjoy good conversation. Get out of the hustle and bustle of the city streets and garden again with family and friends. A place of diversity, vibrancy, bursting with new relationships. Why? Because we support each other. It's a place to go whether by sea or by sand. A place where everyone feels loved. A place where everyone is accepted and respected. A place where wisdom and youth create new opportunities. A place where you can be yourself and be protected. A place where you can build and grow. A place without limitations. We want you. We are more than a community. We are a family, growing and thriving across the nation. Come join us. We've got your back. We are Vivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions. Together with Secure 65 Health Plans, where all seniors thrive. At the helm, your senior advocates, Alicia Alcano and Monet Swan. Come be part of our community, games, prizes, merchandise, and fun. Call us to be part of the Love and Trust Tour throughout August, to come meet and greet, hear your concerns, and offer solutions. Be a part of something great and change the way seniors do business. Subscribe to the Secure 65 Health Plans community. We are here for you. Call us today at 213-394-8885 or email us at info@Secure65 Health Plans to join the fun and our Secure 65 Health Plans community on YouTube. Secure 65 Health Plans, where seniors thrive.